Welcome to the beautiful Thousand Islands region, where nature, history, and charm come together along the breathtaking St. Lawrence River. Nestled between the United States and Canada, the area is made up of over 1,800 islands, each with its own unique story. From tiny rocky outcrops to grand estates, every turn on the water offers something unforgettable. We visited the Thousand Island Winery, where the local flavors and relaxing atmosphere made for a perfect afternoon and evening. One of the highlights of our trip was taking a boat ride along the St. Lawrence River. As we cruised through the islands, we admired stunning summer homes, some passed down through generations, each more beautiful than the last. The region is rich in history, and two of its most iconic landmarks are Boat Castle and Singer Castle. Boat Castle, built as a grand romantic gesture, sits on Hart Island and tells a story of love and loss. Boat Castle was built by a millionaire hotel magnate, George C. Bolt, for his beloved wife, Louise Bolt. It was meant to be a grand Valentine's Day gift, a symbol of their love. But in 1904, before the castle was completed, Louise suddenly passed away. Heartbroken, George Bolt immediately stopped all construction and never returned to the island. The castle sits on Heart Island in the Thousand Islands. The island itself is shaped like a heart, perfectly matching the romantic story behind it. The main castle has 120 rooms, along with other structures like a powerhouse, yacht house, and gardens. After construction stopped, the property was left abandoned for over 70 years, exposed to the elements. In 1977, the Thousand Islands Bridge Authority took over the property. They began extensive restoration, turning it into the beautiful attraction visitors see today. Some visitors and staff have reported ghostly experiences, believing George and Louise's spirits may still linger on the island. Today, Boldt Castle is one of the most visited landmarks in the Thousand Islands. Visitors can tour the castle, stroll the gardens, and even attend weddings, keeping the spirit of love alive. Today, thanks to careful restoration, Bold Castle stands as a symbol of love, lost, and lasting beauty, welcoming visitors from around the world to experience its story. We stopped at Mary Island. Mary Island is one of the many small, privately owned islands scattered throughout the Thousand Islands. This one is owned by New York State. Some of these islands are incredibly small, just big enough for a single cottage. Like many islands in the area, Mary Island features a quaint summer cottage kind of feeling. Families often pass these properties down through generations, creating a deep sense of tradition. The Thousand Islands region includes over 1,800 islands, and to qualify as an island, it must stay above water year-round and support at least one living tree. Mary Island was definitely a place to stop and have a picnic. Singer Castle sits on Dark Island in the Thousand Islands. It's one of the few castles in the area that has remained largely unchanged over time. The castle was built in the early 1900s by Frederick Bourne, president of the Singer Sewing Machine Company. It was originally called the Towers. One of the coolest features is its hidden passageways and secret rooms. These allowed staff to move around the house unseen and gave the owner a way to discreetly observe guests. Unlike Bolt Castle's romantic design, Singer Castle has a more dark, medieval style, complete with stone walls, narrow hallways, and dramatic architecture. The castle has 28 rooms and is still furnished much like it was when it was first built. This gives visitors a more authentic glimpse into life during that time. It had early modern conveniences like electricity, indoor plumbing, and even a heating system, quite impressive for the early 1900s. Today, Singer Castle is open for tours, and visiting feels like stepping into a real-life mystery or fairy tale, especially with its hidden doors and winding staircases. We stayed at Swan Bay Resort, a peaceful and scenic spot that made the perfect home base for our adventure. We enjoyed simple moments that made the trip even more special. Campfires under the stars, laughter with family, and a delicious steak bake that brought everyone together. Another unforgettable stop was the Rock Island Lighthouse, where we climbed to the top and took in panoramic views of the river, views that truly capture the beauty of this region. This trip wasn't just about the sights, it was about the memories we made along the way. The Thousand Islands is more than just a destination. It's an experience filled with history, beauty, and moments you'll never forget. Thanks for coming along, and as always, catch you later.